Hi, I'm Aqua Liao and welcome to Cobb TV. With me today is Chairman Mike Boyce and also our newly appointed Police Chief, Mike Register. Welcome, sir, and welcome back to Cobb County.
Yes.
Well, thank you. I am very honored to be back.
Well, Chairman, I know you're really glad to have this process put behind
Right.
you. I know that
Sure.
it took us quite a few
It did.
months to get our police chief in here. Do you have any, insights that you want to share with us?
Well, I think it just reflects how thorough the board was about this very, very, very important decision. It came in conjunction with the release of the International Association of Chiefs of Police report. So we wanted to make sure that we sort of merged the two processes together, the review of our police department, which I really have a lot of praise for. Everybody knows I just cannot say enough good things about our men and women that are in our public safety department. And then also a chance for the board to thoroughly review all the resumes and backgrounds of the 5 candidates that we reviewed. And I think the fact that it took a little bit longer, in fact, worked to our advantage, could allow us to do a thorough interviews of all the candidates and also get a chance to look at the report and then blend the two together to produce the best product. And I have no doubt in my mind that the Mike Register is the best product of that process. We're excited about having him on board. I'm hearing great things about him already. And I know he brings a lot of fresh new ideas to the county. And I'd like to hear about some of those ideas, Mike.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you. Thank you for those kind words. You know, again, I'm very honored to be back. Let me first say that I think that the Cobb County Police Department is a great police department. The men and women are to be all commended for the work they do on a daily basis and the selfless service that they give, but they also serve a great community. Certainly, some of my priorities is linked to the IACP report, specifically some of the perceptions that segments of the community have about the police department. I think that the police department is ready to go forward. I had a couple of meetings with my command staff this week. We had our first command staff meeting this past Wednesday, another one this morning, and they are chomping at the bit to get out there and start on some new initiatives. For instance, something that we believe is very important is bolstering or enhancing the partnership between the police department and the community. And there are several ways that we're going to do that. We're already planning for a faith forum in August where we are going to ask representatives from the Cobb County institutions of faith to come and meet with me and the command staff and discuss community issues. We are certainly looking at more enhanced communication with the public through our social media. Specifically, we talked about that this morning. We have other programs that we are looking at. For instance, there's a program that I began some time ago called CARE, and it is actually geared toward preschool children, ages 3, 4, and 5, and they're very intuitive at that age. And CARE is an acronym that stands for Communication, Acceptance, Respect, and Empowerment, or Elevate. And we certainly want to work on that program with some subject matter experts and see can we get that started here in Cobb County. We are already constructing a list of events for the next several weeks that we think we want to be engaged in. Everything from homeowners association to neighborhood watch meetings to other small festivals and events that the public is having. We want to get out, we want to engage with the public. We want to develop trust between the law enforcement community and the public. I think we have that now, but we can always make it stronger. And in order to develop trust, we need dialogue. And so we are looking at ways that we can better communicate with the public, not just us speaking to the public, but us listening to what the public has to say. Certainly we're going to practice transparency, and we're going to certainly try to have mutual respect between the public and law enforcement. Just yesterday, all the precincts and all the units under my command at the police department, they have the tenets of conduct that are going to be displayed there. It's just 4 simple tenets of conduct. And it is things that I believe the police department are already doing. I know they're doing it, but it's a friendly reminder. And I think the last one is probably the most important. Service the community as you would want someone to service your family member. And I think that's very important. I think that's the golden rule of law enforcement. So we're very excited to come forward with these initiatives, and I'm very excited to work with this team of innovative individuals that are currently working for the Cobb County Police Department. We've got a lot of support already from the community. We've got certainly a lot of support from the chairman and the commission and the director, the county manager, and so we are ready to go.
Well, we are certainly excited, and it's so nice to have you back too. I know that part of the process was trying to hire someone that has experience with the department, but also has outside experience. So you are the best of both. So we welcome you back, and we're excited to have you at the helm. Do you have any immediate plans, like in the next 60 days, that we can see, or that you'd like to share with our viewers?
Well, as I've already stated, we are developing initiatives, but we're also developing a plan of action for the next 30 days, 60 days, 6 months, and 1 year. Now, that is tied to many things. It's tied to crime reduction initiatives, a review of policy and procedures, our organizational structure, but certainly it's also geared toward the Priority 1 and Priority 2 recommendations that were given in the IACP report. I have one of my deputy chiefs actually chairing a committee that is looking at ways that we can address the Priority 1 recommendations. There's 14 of them, and the other deputy chief is actually chairing a committee that is examining the Priority 2 recommendations. There were 16. And so certainly that is a priority for us. And you know, I talked about community engagement. That is very important. But you know, the 3 priorities that I see that from my standpoint is the community engagement partnership, very important, but also addressing crime. We want to make sure that the citizens that either live in Cobb County, visit Cobb County, or work in Cobb County certainly are doing so in a safe environment, that there's a good quality of life. And as we have seen over the last couple of months, domestic terrorism is something that we have to be postured for, because we have a huge sports team in the county now, the Atlanta Braves, and certainly we want citizens to get in and out of the stadium very quickly and efficiently, but we also want to make sure that we're protecting them to the best of our ability.
Thank you, Chief. All really, really great points. Mm-hmm. Chairman, is there anything that you'd like to add?
No, you can see he's clearly a man who's hit the ground running, and our job as the board is to get behind him and his staff, provide the resources for them to do that. As I've said constantly, and based on my experience, that it doesn't matter what your vision is, if you don't have safety, it means nothing. So safety is our #1 priority. At least it is in my book, and I know the board is probably very close behind me on that, that we want to make sure that we do all that we can to enable the Chief Register to do all these great things, because he just has some magnificent teams of men and women out there doing what I say is the hardest job in the public right now, because you're always on TV, or you're always in front of some sort of media. You're always being watched. But as I tell people, if you want to get an idea of how good these men and women are, just do a writer on them sometime. So again, sometimes the job of a leader is just to tell them what they want to do, then get out of their way. And I think with Chief Register, we'll be getting out of our way a lot. He's a man who knows where he wants to go and how he's going to get there. And we're excited about this new selection. and I know that he's the right man for the job. So welcome aboard, Chief.
Well, thank you,
Good to
sir.
have you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. If you would like to follow the Cobb County Police Department, please follow us on Facebook. It's Cobb County Police Department or Cobb County Government Facebook page. All other updates will be posted on cobbcounty.org. Thank you and see you next week.